of purpose, Patrick Lee.
Swing low, sweet chariots, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariots, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, a mid-1800s spiritual. One of my father's most favorite songs, and the actual last song that I ever heard my father sing. Madam Toastmaster. Fellow Toastmasters, distinguished Toastmasters, and honored guests. Your spiritual life while here on this earth may be short when compared to eternity, but the seeds of purpose that you plant while here on this earth within the lives of others has an opportunity to live forever. I remember the last conversation I had with my father. Hey, Dad. Hey, son. What are you doing? Oh, not much, just at church right now, cooking. Oh, okay. I'm just sitting here watching the basketball game, so tell me this. What is wrong with your Oklahoma Sooners as they are getting beat right now by 20 points? Hold on, son. Talk to Uncle Richard. And as he commenced to pass me around the entire kitchen for the next 10 minutes, my father then got back on the phone and said that he would call me back as he had to finish cooking and cleaning. The next day, while getting dressed for work, I noticed I had a missed call from my mother, then from my brother, and then from my niece. I got dressed and I drove to work, and still no call from my father. When I got to my office, I sat down at my desk and I called my mother reluctantly, only to have her tell me what I feared in life most. She said, your father was rushed to the hospital today. He's in a coma and on life support, and he probably will not make it through. It was like a freight train that just hit me right in my chest, knocking the life right out of me. And I began to drown in a salty ocean of my very own tears. And as I struggled to gather myself and try to figure out what to do next, I just decided to drive home from California to Oklahoma. 26 hours of straight driving. And that journey was a trip that changed my life forever. Have you ever lost a loved one and can understand the many thoughts, feelings, and emotions that I was going through at that time? I went through the many stages of the grieving process in one day. From feeling shock, anger, hostility, depression, and withdrawal, to finally feeling a sense of peace, wisdom, and appreciation. Have you ever spoke to somebody that no one else could see? I talked to my father that day because I knew that he was there with me in spirit. I said, I love you, Dad. Thank you for adopting me at the age of 5 years old. For waking me up every morning when you went to work with breakfast on the stove. For every whipping that you gave me, only to ensure that I knew the difference between right and wrong. You were always there for me when I needed you most. You see, in life, there are givers and there are takers. And my father was definitely a giver. He served over 49 years and 11 months in the Army and civil service with tours of duty in Korea and Vietnam. He continued to serve our local community church all the way through to the day of his transitioning, cooking, cleaning, taking out the trash, mentoring our youth, and being a positive example of a purpose-filled life to serve everyone around you. I am who I am today because of the seeds of purpose that he planted many years ago. And my father will continue to live through me because those seeds of purpose that he planted in me will grow in me and out of me and into my daughter and into her future children and their future children and so on. When I think of my father, I'm often reminded of the second book of Timothy in the Bible, where it says that he has fought a good fight. He has finished his race. He has kept the faith. And I'm so proud of my father today because he finished his race planting seeds of love and seeds of service all the way through to the end. He finished his race with purpose. Your purpose will not be found at a destination, whereas all of our physical destinations upon this earth will ultimately be death. But the purpose and meaning of your life will be found along the journey within the many different paths that it takes for you to get there. Your purpose is what you're made for. And to have purpose is to have meaning. And it is up to you to define who you are and who you want to become. And it is never too late. What seeds are you planting? Seeds of love? Seeds of service? Seeds of giving? Seeds of thought? Seeds of life? I challenge you to plant whatever seeds your purpose may be. And as we leave here today, I want each of you to know that I love you for who you are. And I pray that the seeds of purpose that I planted within you today will grow and help lead and guide you through a purpose-filled life. In closing, and as a tribute to my father, the conclusion of Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. And sometimes I am up, and sometimes I am down. But still my soul feels heavenly bound. And if I get there before you do, I will cut a hole and I will pull you through. But if you get there before I do, tell all of my friends and my father, I'm coming too. Madam Toastmaster.